Now let us continue with the MCQs for the lesson integral calculus. Looking at the 41st one, integration of x minus 1 by x into x minus 2 dx. Integration of x minus 1 by x into x minus 2 dx. Now, this can be solved by the method of partial fractions. Now, we can write x minus 1 by x into x minus 2 as a by x plus b by x minus 2. Or this implies x minus 1 is equal to a times x minus 2 plus bx. Now equating the coefficient of like terms, we get 1. Let us equate for the coefficient of x now. So on the left hand side, you can see the coefficient of x is 1. And on the right hand side, it is a plus b. Next, coming to the constant term, on the left hand side, you have the constant term as minus 1. And here we have minus 2a. B doesn't have a constant term, so you can just leave this. So from the second equation, let us have this as the first equation. Let us have this as the second equation. Now from the second equation, we get a is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, b is also equal to 1 by 2. Because a plus b is 1. So if a is equal to half, then b is also half. Now substitute for the values of. Now we can rewrite the problem as, integration of a by x. So in the place of a, I can put half dx by x plus integration of half dx by x minus 2. Now on integration, we get this is equal to, we can take half outside. So integration of dx by x is nothing but log x plus, and this would again be half log of x minus 2. Now, you know, in logarithm, addition means you can multiply. So you can take the half outside. So that would give you log mod of x times x minus 2. Let's see which option is correct. So you can see option C is correct. Next, coming to the 42nd one, integration of x e to the power of x squared dx. Integration of x e to the power of x squared dx. Yeah. Now we can take x squared as t, so you'll get 2x dx is equal to dt, or x dx is equal to dt by 2. So in the place of x dx, we can put dt by 2, and in the place of x squared, we can put t. So that now reduces to, so I is equal to e to the power of t dt, which is nothing but e to the power of t plus c. Now substituting back for t, you get e to the power of x squared plus c. Let's see which option is correct. E to the power of x squared plus c. So option C is correct. Now coming to the 43rd question. Cos theta e to the power of sin theta d theta. Integration of cos theta into e to the power of sin theta d theta. Let I be equal to this. Now we can solve this by the method of substitution. So let us take sin theta as t. Differentiating on both sides, we get cos theta d theta is equal to dt. So in the place of cos theta d theta, we can put dt. So this reduces to e to the power of t dt. On integration, you get this to be e to the power of t plus c. Substituting back for t, you get e to the power of, we took t as sine t. So e to the power of sine theta plus c. So you can see that option D is correct. E to the power of sine theta plus c is the correct answer. Now coming to the 44th one. E to the power of 2 theta sine e to the power of 2 theta d theta. Integration of e to the power of 2 theta sine e to the power of 2 theta d theta. This can also be solved by the method of substitution. Let us take e to the power of 2 theta as t. So on differentiating on both sides, you get 2 e to the power of 2 theta is d theta is equal to dt, or e to the power of 2 theta d theta is equal to dt by 2. So it is clear that in the place of e to the power of 2 theta d theta, we can substitute d theta dt by 2, and for sine e to the power of 2t, we can make it as sine t. So now that reduces to I is equal to sine t into dt. Now on integrating, we get it to be integration of sine t is cos t minus cos t. So minus of cos t plus c, or substituting back for t, you get cos of e to the power of 2 theta plus c. Let's see which option is correct. Cos e to the minus cos, I'm sorry children, I think we left a half, right? Yes, we left a half here, so it should be half here. So by 2. So you can see that minus half cos e to the power of 2 theta plus c. So c should be the correct option. All right. Now coming to the 45th one. E to the power of root x by root x dx. Integration of e to the power of root x by root x dx. This also can be solved by the method of substitution. So we can take root x as t, which is nothing but x to the power of half. So differentiating on both sides, you get x. Half x to the power of half minus 1 will be minus half dx is equal to dt, which is nothing but 1 by 2 root x dx is equal to dt. Now in the place of, we need only dx by root x. So dx by root x is equal to 2 dt. Now we can substitute in the place of dx by root x as 2 dt, and now this reduces to I is equal to e to the power of t dt. On integration, we get this to be e to the power of t plus c, or substituting back for t, you get e to the power of root x plus c. So you can see e to the power of root x, 2 root x, right? 2, we left the 2 here, so it should be 2 here. So 2 e to the power of root x. So it should be 2 e to the power of root x plus c. B option is correct. Now coming to the 46th one, x e to the power of minus x dx. I is equal to integration of x e to the power of x e to the power of minus x dx. Minus x. Now this can be method, this is of the form integration of u dv. So we can solve this by integration by parts. We can follow the I-late rule, which stands for integration of logarithmic, arithmetic, trigonometric, exponential. So we can see that arithmetic form comes first. So let us take, you know, the formula for integration by parts is uv minus integration of v du. So to identify u, we can take, so x should be u. So u is x, Differentiating on both sides, you get du is equal to dx. So we'll take e to the power of minus x dx as dv. So therefore, on integrating, on integrating, you get it as minus e to the power of minus x is equal to b. Is equal to b. Now substitute the values, you get it to be x into minus e to the power of minus x uv minus integration of minus e to the power of minus x into dx, which now reduces to, so therefore I is equal to minus x e to the power of minus x. So minus of minus will become a plus, integration of e to the power of minus x dx. Now on integration, you get this to be minus x e to the power of minus x minus e to the power of minus x plus c. So we can take e to the power of minus x as a common factor. So we'll get it as minus e to the power of minus x as a common factor. We get it as 1 plus x plus c. Let's see which option is correct. E to the minus e to the power of minus x into x plus 1 plus c. So c should be the correct option. Coming to the 47th one, integration of x squared e to the power of x dx. Integration of x squared e to the power of x dx. Again, this also is now going to be of the form integration of u dv. So same way, this also can be solved by integration by parts. Same way, let us take u to be x squared. Differentiating on both sides, you get 2u du is equal to 2x dx. Or, I'm sorry, you get it to be du is equal to 2x dx. Same way, let us take dv to be e to the power of x dx. Integrating on both sides, you get v is equal to e to the power of x. Now we know the formula is uv minus integration of v du. So let's substitute. What is u? U, we took it as x squared. So now that becomes x squared into e to the power of x minus integration of v du. V is e to the power of x into x dx. So this is nothing. So I is equal to x squared e to the power of x minus integration of x e to the power of x dx. Again, we can see that this is for the form integration of u dv. We'll have to solve this again, integration by parts. So that now gives you x squared e to the power of x minus. Same way, let us take u to be x. So differentiating on both sides, you get du is equal to dx. So dv is equal to e to the power of x dx is equal to dv. Integrating on both sides, you get e to the power of x is equal to d. Same way, you know the formula is uv minus integration of v du. So x squared e to the power of x minus uv x into e to the power of x minus integration of v du. V is e to the power of x and du is dx. Or now completing this, we get e to the power of x squared e to the power of x minus x e to the power of x minus integration of e to the power of x is e to the power of x plus c. Or we can take e to the power of x outside, so you get x squared minus x plus 1 plus c. Let's see which option is correct. We can see that it is going to be x squared. Just in the children, I think I missed a 2 somewhere. Oh yeah, I missed a 2 here. So du is 2, right? So I missed a 2 here. It should be 2 here. So 2 outside. So when you take this, you get it as 2x to 2e to the power of x, or you get it as 2x plus 2. So option, you get it to be minus. Yeah, some minus. Right. So e to the power of x, when you take it as a common factor, we get it as e to the power of x into x squared minus 2x minus 2 plus c. So e to the power of x into x squared minus 2x minus 2 plus c. So B should be the correct option. Now coming to the 48th one. Integration of e to the power of x plus e to the power of minus x by e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x. So let us take I to be equal to integration of e to the power of x plus e to the power of minus x divided by e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x dx. Now let us take, this can be again solved by the method of substitution. So let us take e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x as u. So differentiating on both sides, you will get it as e to the power of x minus of minus will become a plus e to the power of minus x dx is equal to dt. So now this integration reduces to I is equal to integration of, we took this as t, the denominator as t, so numerator will become du by u, which is nothing but log of, we took u as e to the power of x, so log u plus c, log of u, which is nothing but, now substituting back for u, you get it as I is equal to log of e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x plus c. So let's see which option is correct. Yeah, log of e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x plus c. So C is the correct option. Coming to the 49th, integration of e to the power of x by 1 plus e to the power of 2x. I is equal to integration of e to the power of x divided by 1 plus e to the power of 2x. 1 plus e to the power of 2x dx. Same way, this also can be solved by the method of substitution. Now this is given as 1 plus e to the power of 2x. So what I'll do is, I'll take e to the power of x as t. So I will get e to the, on differentiating on both sides, I'll get e to the power of x dx is equal to dt. So that would now become dt by 1 plus t squared. So this is of the form integration of dx by x squared plus a squared, which is nothing but tan by 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. So here in the place of, so integration of dt by dx by x squared plus a squared is nothing but 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. So that would give you, here in the place of a we have 1. So tan inverse of x by a is t, or substituting back for t, we took t as e to the power of x. So that gives you tan plus c. So tan inverse of e to the power of x plus. So let's see which option is correct. Tan inverse of e to the power of x plus c. So option A is correct. Now coming to the 50th problem. I is equal to log b dv by b. Log b dv by b. Now we know integration of log, when we take log b as t, let's say log b as t, Then one differentiating on both sides, we can see that 1 by v dv is equal to dt. So in the place of dv by v, I can put dt. So now this becomes, so log v will become t into dt. Now integrating, you get it to be t squared by 2 plus c. Substituting back for t, that will give you, what is t? Log v. So log v the whole square plus c. So log v squared by 2 plus c. Yeah, log of v squared by 2 plus c. Log v the whole square plus c. So option B is correct. Option C is correct because we got it as log v the whole square, right? So it is not log of v squared, it is log v the whole square. So C can, and option D and C, they have given the same options. So C or D, yeah, it can. It is, the answer is log v whole square. Again, we can see that it is log v the whole square. So log v the whole square. Okay. So even D you can't say it is correct. Only C is the correct option. Log v the whole square by 2 plus. Yeah. These are a bit confusing. So you have to be very careful while differentiating the answers, especially when they give the MCQs. The given answers will be confusing. Okay. The options will be confusing. So you have to look into the correct option and pick it. Okay. Now coming to the 51st one. Let I be equal to integration of ln of root x by x dx. Log of root x by x, root x by x dx. So root x by x dx. So let us take root x to be equal to t. Yeah. In this case, you can take, see, if you differentiate, you'll have to look at this. Now, when you differentiate log, you get 1 by t. Now, here, let us take log root x is equal to t. Differentiating on both sides, we'll get it as 1 by log of root x will give you 1 by root x. And when you differentiate root x, you'll get it as 1 by 2 root x. So dx is equal to dt. Or this is nothing but 1 by 2x dx is equal to dt. Let us take 2 this side, so that now becomes dx by x is equal to 2 dt. Now in the place of, so root x into root x, I can write this. This is nothing but x is 1. So dx by x, I can write it as 2 dt. And in the place of log root t, root x can be written as t. So that now becomes t into 2. Let me take outside. So 2 integration of t dt. So on integrating, you get it to be 2 into t squared by 2 plus c, or what is t? What did we take t as? Log of root x. So that now becomes, this 2 and this 2 can be cancelled. So that becomes log of root x the whole square plus c. Let's see which option is correct. Log of root x the whole square. Yeah. So you can see log of root x by so this now becomes 2 dt. Solve this again, children. Integration of, given integration of, let us write I is equal to log of root x by x dx. Now I can rewrite this as integration of log of x to the power of half by x dx. By rules of logarithms, you know, this can be rewritten as half log of x by x dx. Now I can take this half outside. So that would now become half integration of log of x by x dx. Now this is going to be very simple. We can solve this by the method of substitution. Let us take log x to be t. Differentiating on both sides, you get 1 by x dx is equal to dt. So in the place of dx by x, I can put dt, and in the place of log x, I can put it as t. So half integration of t dt. On integrating, you get it as half into t squared by 2 plus c, which is nothing but 1 by 4 t squared plus c, or substituting back for t, you get it as 1 by 4 log of x the whole square plus c, or log x the whole square. You can write it as log x the whole square by 4 plus c is the correct option. So option D is the correct